Hi, today I am launching a very special series and it's called Buy This or Save Your Money. When I started on keto, I spent a fortune making sure that I had everything I needed to succeed on my new food plan. Well, I lost 25 pounds the first few months. I knew I was doing it right. So I kept buying more things that I really didn't need. So let's get started with part 1. And I hope you'll stay tuned for part 2 and part 3, which I'll be releasing soon. Thank you for joining me for this very special episode. This is RJ for Keto Over 50. We all tend to buy way more than we ever are going to need. But I remember when I started on keto, I made some really big mistakes. I would watch an influencer or a content creator and run out and get the latest, greatest thing. And then I either didn't like it or it just wasn't good. And so I thought, you know what? I bet I'm not alone. I'm going to help you save money on things you just don't need or just shouldn't buy on your keto food plan and lifestyle. This is going to be so great. You might want to take a pen and paper or your tablet or your cell phone and write down some notes because this is just golden information. I can't wait to share it with you. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, and I have bought everything. And it's not good. I don't want you to buy these things either and have them just go bad in your cupboard or end up just not eating them. So one of the very first things that really drives me nuts is I watched a video with a prominent keto doctor and he said, you must eat nutritional yeast. And so I bought a huge, 2-pound bag of nutritional yeast on Amazon, and I used it once. And I was like, heck, I don't like that at all. It can taste a little like Parmesan cheese. That's what he said. And it doesn't. Save your money. Unless you've used this before and you really love it, save your money. Okay? That's what today is all about, saving your money. Hey, speaking of which, check out this guy. This is one of my, these say, progressive, but they're the Pro Keeper canisters. And if you're going to store food and ingredients, this is it. These have a lock top that really locks. You won't spill anything. This one actually was my brown sugar container, and I would put a wet terracotta tile in there to keep my brown sugar from clumping. But I've noticed that with the alternative sweeteners, keep your brown sweetener, monk fruit and allulose, in the envelope it comes in. There's nothing like that airtight that it won't keep it from clumping, okay? Here's the Pro Keeper, and I put my electrolyte powder in these. I have 3 of them with electrolyte powder in them, and they actually have an insert, looks kind of like this one that I have in my xanthan gum, where you can measure or shake or sprinkle. But speaking of canisters, I don't know what happened, but I have dropped this one 3 times this week, and it landed face down each time. This is my almond flour. Yes, you need super fine almond flour for everything keto, unless you have a problem with oxalates, in which case there are some other alternatives. But I was putting this away in the cupboard and it slipped and it fell down like this. Nothing snapped open, nothing leaked out. These are the best in Pro Keeper, and I will link these down below in the description so you can order them. Almond flour is on your yes list. All of this is just my opinion. So if you have an issue with it or you use that and you love it, keep doing it. I'm talking to people who are either just getting started on keto or they've been on it for a few years and they're tempted to try new things that they haven't used. You usually don't need them. There's a few basics that you must have, like almond flour or a flour and alternative sweetener. And the rest is you just save your money, okay? So almond flour. Now, let me get rid of these. They keep bopping around. These are some of the first things I ever bought when I went on keto. This is Truvia with vanilla extract. I had one recipe that called for it. And the pure stevia leaf sweetener. I don't prefer to use stevia on anything. I don't like it. It has an aftertaste usually, except I think it's in some of my chocolate chips. So that's okay. But to put it in, if you want a sweet iced tea or your coffee or anything, you can see I don't use it. This is probably expired already and I've never used it. So save your money. Are you having fun? Cha-ching, we're saving money already. Okay, hey, let's talk about these things because they're in my way. I want to just put them away. Okay, this is Lulu pasta. I did not enjoy it. Just my opinion. If you try it and you like it, God bless you. That's great. If you can find a keto pasta that you like, go for it. Well, I ordered these on Amazon and it was a better deal to buy 4 bags. Have we been guilty of that? We want to, hey, listen, if it's $12 for one and $30 for 4 bags, you get the 4 bags. I'm never going to eat this. I have 3 bags left. Never going to eat it. I did, however, find this, which is Carefree Kitchen, high protein, low carb, also rotini. I would love a penne pasta. This is 28 carbs, 26 grams of fiber. So 2 net carbs in a serving, and it's much better. It has more chew. And, I saw that Hero has a new pasta out, and I'm really excited to try that. But again, I bought 3 bags of this and 4 bags of that. So sometimes you're putting good money after bad. If you can buy 1 package and try it, then go and buy the bulk and save money. I want to thank today's sponsor who made this video possible, SciBio Continuous Ketone Monitoring Sensor. This is such an easy device. When I started on keto, since we're going down memory lane there, I did not want to do a glucose monitor because I didn't want to prick my finger a couple times a day and bleed and kind of germophobic anyway. Look at that. It's so easy. It's so simple. You just put your little monitor on your arm. It doesn't hurt at all. And then you forget about it. And you have an app on your phone, which you can set alarms for when you're in ketosis, when you're not in ketosis, and you can watch in real time. You don't have to look all the time because it gives you a 3-hour, 6-hour, 12-hour, and 24-hour reading of where you are on your ketosis. And that way you can monitor, like if you're not in ketosis and then you have a really hard workout, and you can watch your ketone levels rise. So it's very convenient, very easy, 24/7 real-time monitoring. I have a special offer for you. You can save 5%. Just go to scibiosensor.com/RJKeto. That makes sense, doesn't it? And when you get a monitor, they're good for 14 days and you can save 5%. Use my promo code KETOOVER50. That's so easy, isn't it? So I really want to thank them. It's a great device. I want to thank them for sponsoring today's video. If you're really onto watching your keto and you want the continuous ketone monitor, this is what you need. So if you love gadgets, especially keto gadgets like I do and kitchen gadgets, you should treat yourself to this. It's really fun. Okay, now this is a keto wheat baking flour from King Arthur that I bought when I started on keto. So a long time ago. It expired in August of 2024, which I don't care too much about expiration dates. I'm sure it's fine. I used it to make a pizza once and it was okay. But the more clean you're trying to eat on keto means clean ingredients. So the ingredients in this are vital wheat gluten, which if you have an issue with wheat gluten, you couldn't have this. But I don't have a problem. So I was fine with that. Wheat protein, King Arthur unbleachable flour, wheat fiber, whey, sunflower oil, buttermilk, cellulose gum, and natural flavor. Really not a terrible list of ingredients, but it's 8 grams of carbs and 4 grams of fiber. So when you use it, you're getting 4 net carbs and 8 total carbs in a quarter cup. This is one of those that's kind of in the middle between the good and the bad and the ugly. I like to be cleaner on my keto. That's all. And then I bought this. I love looking up the expiration dates because I know how bad I am with this stuff. This one doesn't even have, June of 2023. When I tell you I bought everything when I went on keto, I bought this because one of the hardest things on keto is bread, pasta, and pizza. Those are three things that are all about the texture. So trying to find the right combination and the right recipe for those is really challenging. So I bought these because I was having a problem trying to find a bun for my hamburger. But look I never even opened it. So, and I'm sure it was a fortune. So things like this that are prepackaged and say keto on them, really look at the ingredients. And, if it's a long list, you should probably skip it. Just my 2 cents worth. You're going to get $1 from me today in my 2 cents worth. Speaking of the pasta that's made with lupin bean flour, I bought lupin flour. Of course I did, because I thought, well, I can make bread and I can make pasta and I can make all kinds of things with this. I bought a pound and I believe I have a pound still. Oh, I feel so foolish. I ate that lupin bean pasta, and I was like, I don't like that at all. So, of course, I've never been inspired to cook with it. Oh, you know what? I did make chaffles with this once. That should be your key, right? Okay, so save your money on the lupin flour. This is another one. Let me get these big things out of my way so I can talk to you. Okay, this is vital wheat gluten. And I had seen a recipe that called for vital wheat gluten. I was going to get into making keto bread. And I don't have a gluten problem. So I was fine with that. But this is 2 pounds or 3 pounds. Never used it. I was talking to my keto buddy this morning, and he said, I have so many things I've bought that I've never used. Never. So that's why one of the reasons I wanted to make this video, because we're all in the same boat. I bet you have some things in your cupboard that you never got around to using, right? Or you buy them for one recipe and it wasn't extraordinary. So I have just ignored this huge canister of vital wheat gluten that has been in my cupboard forever. Because I also learned that wheat gluten, even if you don't have a sensitivity to it, it's really not great for you. So I'm just going to wait until this gets old and stale and then dump it out. You ever do that? Things, leftovers in the fridge, you're like, oh, yeah, not going to eat it, but in 2 more days I can throw it out without too much guilt. So that's the vital wheat gluten. Moving on. This is my monk fruit and erythritol and my powdered. I actually made a label for that one. Sometimes I get fancy. Sometimes I just mark on the top with an initial, and then I hope it was A for allulose. Anyway, this is my last of my monk fruit and erythritol and powdered erythritol. And it has come out recently that erythritol can cause heart trouble. And I'm just not as comfortable cooking with it anymore. I was reviewing some of my holiday treats, and I make wonderful candied pecans. And in the video, I said, you can't make them with allulose. They'll get all gummy. And I thought, that's when I need monk fruit and erythritol for. I don't know. I'm going to be challenged to find a better way to make candied pecans. If I can't use allulose, maybe brown allulose and monk fruit or something else, or maybe just make spicy pecans instead of sweet pecans. But I have stopped using monk fruit and erythritol as a combination. I still use monk fruit with allulose. But you might want to back off of the erythritol for your health, okay? So what do you think so far? Have you found many items that you want to buy or that you are going to save your money on? Wait until you see part 2. It gets more intense. So this is a really exciting series. I'll see you in part 2. Thanks for joining me. Stay beautiful.